Leo was a young man with a mind that never rested. He replayed past mistakes and worried endlessly about the future, leaving him perpetually exhausted. No matter how hard he tried, peace seemed beyond his reach. One day, Leo says to himself, "My mind is never at peace. I can't stop worrying about the past, about the future." Leo listens to a traveler in the village talking about the Zen Master. The traveler, "There's a Zen Master on the mountain. They say he knows how to find peace." Leo stands up from his seat, determined. He grabs a small bag and starts walking away from the village. He thinks to himself, "I have to find him. Maybe he can help me quiet my thoughts." Leo walks through forests, climbs rocky paths, and faces cold winds as he makes his way up the mountain. Leo reaches the mountaintop, tired and out of breath, looking up at the Zen Master sitting peacefully in the garden. Leo approaches the Zen Master, who is meditating. He bows respectfully. Leo says, "Master, I have come seeking your wisdom. My mind is restless, and I cannot find peace." The Zen Master opens his eyes, calm and composed, and says, "To find peace, you must first empty your mind." The Zen Master walks Leo over to a courtyard where a large stone basin filled with water and a small empty bowl sit side by side. The Master says, "Empty the basin into this bowl without spilling a drop." Leo looks at the basin and then at the small bowl, shaking his head in disbelief. Leo thinks to himself, "How can I possibly transfer all this water into such a small bowl?" Leo picks up the ladle, dips it into the basin, and starts scooping water into the small bowl. Time passes. Leo scoops, pours, and repeats. His movements are frantic, and his frustration grows as the basin remains full. Leo looks overwhelmed, his face red with frustration. He stumbles slightly, spilling water. Leo shouts, "This is impossible. The basin won't empty." The Zen Master watches quietly from the side, observing Leo's struggle with a compassionate expression. The Master walks over to Leo and gently places a hand on his shoulder and says, "You are focused on the wrong thing. Before you can empty the basin, you must first empty your mind." Leo looks up at the Master, his brow furrowed in confusion. Leo asks, "How do I empty my mind?" The Zen Master smiles kindly. "Let go of your worries, your fears, and your need to control. Focus only on the present moment." Leo closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and lets his shoulders relax, releasing his frustration. Leo picks up the ladle again, this time slower and more mindful. He dips it into the basin and begins to scoop the water with a calm, focused expression. Leo pours the water into the small bowl with ease, savoring the sound of it flowing. His movements become fluid and peaceful. Leo is calm and content as he continues to scoop and pour. The water flows effortlessly into the bowl. The last drop of water falls into the small bowl. Leo looks at it with amazement. The Zen Master looks at Leo with a gentle smile and says, "When you empty your mind, the universe flows through you. You become one with the task, and everything falls into place." Leo looks up, his face glowing with understanding. He feels a sense of peace he has never experienced before. Leo says in a calm voice, "I was so focused on controlling everything. But peace doesn't come from control, it comes from letting go." Leo walks down the mountain, the weight of his worries lifted. The peaceful expression on his face shows that he has found something within himself. Leo, talking to himself, says, "I have discovered that peace was always within me. I just needed to let go."